Hello and welcome to the next chapter of statistics, that is dispersion. So in general sense, what is dispersion? Suppose a beam of light is coming, that spread to a particular area, that is known as disperse of light. And in dispersion we study the variables regarding that how the variable are dispersed around a particular variable, that is known as dispersion. Here in statistics, dispersion is very useful to study the central value around the central value, how the variable are varies, how the variable are varying, how the variable are distributed around it, that is known as dispersion. And in dispersion we are studying to what extent the variables are varies, what extent the variable are varies, and we study the various measures of their dispersion, like the standard deviation, mean deviation, quartile deviation, then range, and there you see up to what extent we measure it. Like particular, take an example, there you see range measure the particular level. Suppose the doctor is taking the thermometer to measure the temperature of the patient at that particular range of temperature, that's a measurement. So the range is the difference between the highest value and lowest value of the given data. Now come to the topic, what is dispersion? It refers to the deviation of the various items of the series from their central value. Here we take a central value from which the values are deviate from it. What up to what extent there the deviation are there, we are studying here. Now from a central value like standard deviation, mean deviation, quartile deviation, and range. So while going through that, you see that deviation means change. Up to what extent there is observe the changes, up to what extent there either increase or decrease of the variable value of the variable we study here. There the various features of dispersion are there, various characteristics of dispersion there. It consists of various methods which measures the variation by quantitative method. That's so amount we are measuring, not in qualitative, not the in attributive, not the particular characteristic, rather we are considering the quantitative measures. Suppose the value of mean deviation, that is 5, and the variable varies from the 5 up to what extent, that's in quantitative figure we are studying here. Next one, it deals with the statistical series. While we are dealing with the statistical series, we are not considering only one variable, but we consider a lot of variable, a group of variable, and up to what extent there the variation of the data is there, that group of variation is there. It deals with the statistical series. Not the only one variable is there, but a lot of group of variables are there. Next one, it shows the degree of variation of data from the central value. Degree matlab what extent it varying, what extent it is varying, either it's negative variation or positive variation, either increasing or decreasing. That's a degree of variation we observe here. Up to what extent, whether the variable are more than the central value or less than the central value. Next one, it supplements the measures of central tendency. Why we are telling the supplements of measures of central tendency? When central tendency we are studying mean, median, mode, then the various positional values are there, moving average, progressive average we are studying there, arithmetic mean, then is geometric mean, harmonic mean we are studying. That is supplemented by the standard deviation, quartile deviation, and the percentile deviation, that's a mean deviation, or their Lorentz curve is there, that is supplemented by this. While we are studying the central measures of central tendency, instead of measures of central tendency, we take this variable with the next education, next study is there, the dispersion is better than the measures of central tendency, so it is supplemented. Next one, it shows the average value of the variables. So what is average variable? There you see the average value. That's average is obtained by just making the total of the variables and dividing the number of variables. And just that we see that it derives the average of the variables. Why you are calculating the standard deviation or mean deviation or any other quartile deviation? We see that that is the that why we are telling that say average of this, because we are taking the without any average, without taking the help of average we cannot make further study. Now we study the properties of the properties of dispersion. First one, it is rigidly defined. There must be a fixed formula for the standard deviation, for the mean deviation, and any other measures. That a fixed formula is there, fixed algebraic formula is there. So it is rigidly defined. Rigid means fixed one. Neither it is friction, not it will change, not it will decrease, not it will. There is no friction, no changes are there. So it is rigidly defined. And it is useful for further algebraic treatment. How it is useful for further algebraic treatment? In different measures we are using the standard deviation, and standard deviation is very useful for studying of other measures. So it is useful for further algebraic treatment for study of other statistical measures. We are taking the help of the dispersion, and easy for computation. So it is very easy one for the computation of the various measures of dispersion, because it is based on the very simple formula is there. So it is, we can easily study it. And next one, that's it facilitate comparison. We can compare one group of data with the other group. So for the selection of a particular batsman, for the selection of an employee, by taking the experience, we study the various qualification are there and various qualities we are studying it. And so that while we are facilitate comparison, that's we can easily study, we can easily select by taking the coefficient of variation is there. And now we study the types of measures of dispersion. There are so three types of measures of dispersion, which is based on the particular limits, the method of limit range, interquartile range, and percentile, decile, percentile range, decile range. And that is very useful for the particular limit, because we are taking the difference between the largest value and the smallest value, highest quartile and the lowest quartile, highest percentile and lowest percentile, highest decile and lowest decile. So this that consider the particular range, particular limit. Next one, method of computation. That's by computing, by using a particular formula, statistic particular formula, algebraic formula, we mean deviation, standard deviation, coefficient of variation, and variance. Those are the various measures. Variance, square of standard deviation, having the good measure, very useful, because that based on the root over, that's very good measure for study of statistics, mean deviation and coefficient of variation are there. And last one, the graphical study, very easy one, graphical study, very simple to study. There's a Lorentz curve, very useful for our study, Lorentz curve, and we are taking the help of the Lorentz curve for the study. So these are the things while we are going through the dispersion. First, definition of dispersion from the central value, how to what I can extend the deviation of variables are there. Next one, various features of the dispersion there you see. It is based on all the observation. That's a supplement of central value, and that's a very good average for use in statistics. And the various properties are there, rigidly defined, further algebraic treatment, easy for computation, and the various measures, those are very useful in statistics, like mean deviation, standard deviation, coefficient of variation, and there's a variance are there, quartile deviation there. Topmost, what I tell this topmost the variables that use here, there's a standard deviation, very useful in our day-to-day life for comparison, for the selection procedure, very important one. So you people understand this one, this much for today class.